Thank you so much. All right, everybody, we are at the evening already. So before we jumped into topic, you already heard so much about, right? How personal branding can change your career. You hear it all day long, don't you? So the first question to you is F personal branding. Do you have energy? Yes. Are you sure? There you go. And I know there's also an audience online. I see you guys. I see you, okay? You are shouting wherever you're in your room, in your office, wherever. You say, I have this energy and I want to take the best out of this session because this is where I flew from all the way from Poland to you today to tell you my story and to teach you that you can do the same thanks to your braveness, to your consistency and your strategy. And the topic, as you already see, is all about personal branding and career. And I know you're all here from recruitment, but we can look for it from different perspectives. There are some people in here who are business owners. There are some people who are employing for their company, hiring actually for their companies. And there are people who love their jobs, love being recruiter or any other role that you have today in your company, in your 9-to-5 job, but you think about it. Where will I be in those 5 years? What can I do today to make sure that in this extremely unstable job market, as we all see, I will be safe as an employee in a corporate, as a business owner, and as whoever you want. All right. So, the first question after energy check, have you ever felt like this one thing that you've done? It could be a decision in your personal life or directly in your career, but it did impact whole life of yours. Have you ever had this butterfly effect or however they call it in the movies that, oh, if I didn't sip on this banana that day, I would never be where I am today. Right? And those can be little things. It's not just about recruitment, interviews, going for this job, promotion, driving your Lambo. It's also about being brave, taking this one little step at a time, and being like, you know what? You're right, I'm just gonna do it today. I'm just gonna try. It might be terrible. People might laugh at me. Maybe I'm just gonna don't know how to continue, but I will do it. And those little decisions, those little steps is what changes our life. And this is what we'll speak today about. So the first step is the most important one. And as I said, it can be a little step. It's not always about, right, but I don't have time to post on social media. I don't know. You did quit your corporate, so you can do now podcasts and social media and vlogging, career coaching, keynote speeches, flying to Netherlands. But it's all about little things. I've been always this person who are like multi-passionate. I wanted to be an actor when I was little. How funny, right? I'm on the stage right now, but in a business topic. So I actually made this dream come true. It's also about how rejection is redirection. If not all of those castings years ago that were, yes, come, we see potential, come for this casting, and always rejected, I wouldn't discover that my real passion is to help people change their lives, through change their careers, building confidence, and the self-belief that we all have deep inside. We very often misunderstand it. It seems like self-belief and confidence is something we have to build, right? How many posts we see every single day in social media? Books, personal development, growth, how to be confident in 5 steps. How to be self-belief in 6 weeks after you mark course and all of that. And you feel like bombarded from all of the sides, those informations in your career world, in your personal life, of like, I'm not confident, but maybe one day I will become. We are all confident each of you are confident, each of you have your self-belief and self-love. You know what proves it? That you want to work on yourself, that you want to do more. If you didn't want to grow, even with procrastination, right, and taking it easy, not taking this first step yet, but having it on your vision board, plan, journal, calendar, it speaks louder than anything that you care about yourself. Deep inside, you believe in yourself. We just may have to make it work. So my journey started from very, very beginning, from the years that, as I mentioned, I've been acting, I've been doing so many different activities. I thought my life, my career would look completely different. And then I discovered my real path. That a few years ago, if you would tell me what I will be doing, I don't know if I would believe it. I was so terrified of sharing my wisdom with others. I thought it's arrogant to be confident. I thought that sharing on social media only makes sense if you are already the CEO of Google or other companies. I thought that my posts would be not that cool, that I have to already achieve, I don't know what, that actually my achievements and my experiences building me. While I am me, you are you. Each of you are your experiences, not your experiences. Each of you are you as a person from your soul. And I think this is so interesting because that's the same as I speak with my clients every single day about their career, their journey, and they face even those rejections with recruitment processes that we all know what is it about, right? From both perspectives. Even as a recruiter, you have empathy. It's so hard sometimes to give this rejection, to move forward, but we have to do it. So I wanted to give you this story of how to not only build your online presence, because it might not be necessarily go each of you, but I believe that there is a goal deeper in this whole speech that can relate to each of you. That it's discovering your true power and standing in your true power. It doesn't have to be the same for everyone. It doesn't mean you need to do Keynote Speech tomorrow. You have to launch your podcast. You have to be TikToker now. It might be doing something completely different. Maybe you just go out of your comfort zone and go for this aerial yoga class or Pilates that you were procrastinating. It can be whatever, career-related or not, but this is my mission today, and I hope we will achieve it together. All right, if it comes to all of the personal branding, my LinkedIn, all of the topics like social media, podcasts, being career coach, that I'm maybe not famous from, but known from, and that's why I get this opportunity to be here, stand in front of all of you and speak about LinkedIn, social media, how to build your online presence, how it can help you build your career, and as well your employers build their employer branding. What's more, if you're an entrepreneur, if you work just for yourself, as I do right now, you need it as well, right? To build this trust and visibility for your company. And I started from very, very beginning. Before I had courage to even join Amazon, move to Spain, do all of those things, work during recruitment and start my podcast, then step by step, first shy and for fun, do all of those social media. I didn't know how to start. Before I joined Amazon as a recruiter 3 years ago, I was trying to post on LinkedIn since I was doing social media for other brands, as content creator for others, as a freelancer. And that's so funny, isn't it? We are able to do those things for others, but we are not able to do them for ourselves. It's the same with promises. If your boss asks you for delivering this project for this deadline, would you deliver? I see a lot of heads doing yes. If you promise yourself to do for this gym or Pilates consistently from the next week, will you for sure do it?
I will start on Monday.
There we go. This is what I wanted to hear. But I also hear and so a bit of shy nose coming around or being not sure if I can say yes, as we have this brave attendee that I'm just so proud of. I'm proud of all of you. This is just the difference, because if we promise something for someone, if we know we have to achieve this KPI, otherwise our boss will come on us and be like, why you didn't achieve this? We need to move forward with our growth, with our company. So my question is, it's not a question you have to ask yourself, it's just, this kind of question that make us think, why wouldn't we do it for ourselves? We should. And everyone was a beginner one day. It applies for everything. Of course, we are focusing today on social media, on online presence, personal branding, employer branding. But at the same time, we have to remember that all those successful people that we see. Do you remember Adrian's presentation? He showed 3 the most powerful on LinkedIn personal branding famous people. We see them and then we compare. We think, how would I get there? Maybe if I won't get there, it's not worthy. I only see those people who are successful. All of those have millions view under their reels, thousands of savings and shares and comments. Actually, I don't see even any hate there. What if I go there, I just have few likes, maybe 0 comments, or if any, negative comments? Like, trust me, everything was beginner one day. When I started putting out there my story, my journey, I had to completely turn off all the comments from one of my TikTok because the comments were just terrible. The funny thing is, you will see this video later on and you will tell me if it's really that bad. Because those comments aren't really truth. It's just mirror of someone else's insecurities. Algorithm shows you only success. This is how it works. If you see this terrible video, right? Someone posted the first time they were trying. As me, I was trying 3 years ago. I didn't know how to really edit well those vlogs, the YouTubes, those videos. And you see this video and you're like, okay, just scroll. Like, why would I watch it, right? The quality is not cool, lighting. I don't know, it's not interesting. They don't know how to storytell. They're like Marta speaking broken English, not being native. I'm just joking, but we have so many biases and it's fine, it's normal. We don't all have to want to watch everything, but we have to have another lesson from here. That algorithm will remember it. It will boost content with the most engagement, the most views. It applies to every single platform. Each of them have different algorithm, but all of them have one goal. You know what goal is it? Anyone? To keep users as much, as long as possible on the platform. The same strategies companies even have for Gmail. Gmail, you won't watch their videos, right? You will do emails. But they have their tactics, colors, designs, fonts, notifications, million tricks for human psychology that want to keep you in there. 3 years ago, I had no idea how to start, how to post. And you know what's the funniest? When I was preparing for this keynote speech, I scrolled as Daisy 1 year past my LinkedIn, because literally November last year is where I started taking LinkedIn seriously. And the funny thing was, I really didn't know what to write, not because I didn't have ideas, because I self-rejected myself. I believed so strongly that my content won't be good enough, or I'm not expert enough, imposter syndrome, we all know it, right? That I would hold myself back. I would write shitty content because then I would easier take this criticism of, oh, it's not good enough. Ah, yeah, but I didn't really put much attention in preparing it. It's unconscious, but it happens. So here we go, my first LinkedIn posts. You know what's funny? The first one actually was exactly about what my company is all about. So about how to really search for your dream job. Obviously, I have quite different tactics to do it right now, but this was the first post on LinkedIn ever. Second one was about personal development, well-being. Whoever already know you, they know I'm obsessed about all the self-care, well-being, and not only becoming best version of ourselves in this terms of confidence and career, but just feeling good, spiritually even, but it's not about it. Just look at those likes. There are like hardly 5. And, the thought that could be there could be like, okay, it went bad, right? I shouldn't really continue writing posts. But I believed in it and I stopped. And I again didn't post. It's not really like different story. We are all the same in the terms of like human weaknesses. But I realized sometime, especially after joining Amazon, they were like, post, you're a recruiter in famous company now, post. We want more talents, you want more people. Marta, you know how to do those posts. And I was like, oh, do I really know? Okay, if you say so. And I just started to post. And then I realized what I really want from those posts. I wanted Amazon to win and get the best talents, but I also wanted to win for myself. I realized it's a tool for career. And when I look for profiles, I used to when I was recruiter, for talents, I wanted this optimized, cool, professional profile. We spoke a lot about it today, right? So I realized if I ever want to get new opportunities, even within the company, I need to work on my LinkedIn profile. I got countless opportunities within Amazon. Thanks to my personal branding on LinkedIn, not those posts, I got invites to deliver trainings, coaching worldwide. It was within Amazon, but Amazon is pretty much big company, right? Hundreds of attenders. I could share not only about career, personal development, which I was mainly teaching in there, but as well about personal development, how to balance your life with your values, with what's important for you. I was doing that deep topics that people start coming to me, Marta, can we do session out of company? Because I need this safe space. Maybe I want to go to some other job one day. And it made me think, maybe I also want to go to another job one day. I did so much in there and I was so acknowledged and appreciated, which I will be grateful forever. But at the same time, it showed me my purpose. I want to help people change their life and their career, not only hire people, which is not only, I think being a recruiter is a wonderful thing, but we all have our personal desires and purposes in life, in career, our mission. And personal branding changed my career drastically. I was collaborating with marketing team that has like, they're based in United States. And even though those companies are so international, I was mainly always working with Europe, so I didn't have this visibility for like, again, worldwide scale. But they asked me, can we post your post on our LinkedIn page that has millions of followers, obviously? Can you make this video for us? Can you do this vlog? I saw your TikTok, you're doing those TikToks about your vlogs, about how you're getting ready to work with us, with your clients, etc. This is the thing, just because our personal branding is built on not only LinkedIn, even Instagram, TikTok. It's not like you want to quit this job. You might love your job and your employer, but you have no idea how many opportunities will come when you will go for them. Those are some of my viral reels. Each of them had more than 1 million views. And it all happens, sorry, there are LinkedIn posts. I just stopped seeing my screen here, that's why. Anyways, those are my LinkedIn posts in video. They are very trending. We unfortunately don't have time to dive deeper into how to make videos for LinkedIn, since in Europe, they are not going that viral as in United States, and most creators do not recommend them. But I broke the system and I know how to do it. We can always have a chat about it. This is another example. So this is like Amazon post that I made this vlog for the company. Let me see if we can play the video. Work, going to grab some healthy and delicious breakfast and go back to my desk to do my tasks. Later, of course, I'm going to kitchen, grab some great coffee, and go back to my work, working on the projects, go to the kitchen for our lunch. Lunch super healthy, keep it great, and go back to my tasks. After work, go downstairs, we have here the gym, and that's it. Right, simple, right? It's just kind of cute vlog, but all about Amazon. So Amazon posted it on their page that has how many? 32 millions of followers. Imagine this visibility for Amazon being such a cool employer that people have this day in the office, right? Sugar-coated, but still. And imagine how much of visibility it will bring to me. I posted the same video on my TikTok, on my Reel. It went viral everywhere. People love to see how work looks like in companies. It doesn't have to be that big brand. Can be little, can be startup even more, because it's what we are talking all day long. It shows the culture. How is this really this authentic brand and culture in this company? All right, here is the Instagram. So something that we were also speaking about, that Instagram is also extremely important in, obviously everything depends on your goals, but Instagram and TikTok can really boost your visibility, and now you can grow on those platforms very, very quickly. I got to 10K within about 6 months. I genuinely believe it was even shorter, but just added 6 months to be absolutely, truthful. And why Instagram and TikTok? Because now you may ask me, okay, LinkedIn, I got it, right? But now you show me some Instagram following. This is the thing, as I shared you the video from the LinkedIn, you can repost it everywhere. And it's not about your employer will go on your Instagram, on TikTok and scroll. I believe it would be kind of weird, depending on the company and the culture, but you can share them. You can always be like, look, this is the video I feel comfortable sharing. I know how to edit, I know how to record. It's important skill, especially nowadays. Those are two other viral videos on Reels on Instagram, which went for a few millions of views each. And it also helps so much for employer branding. Imagine if your company uses literally the same template and say 7 questions you can ask after having, interview. I mean, I bet we don't want candidates to ask 7 questions, but you can choose some of those, right? Simple. Nothing really complicated. Another one. Obviously, we don't have time today to dive deeper into all of those, but it was basing on getting attention in the caption and having a video as a hook. Second was referring to my journey with moving to Spain with one-way ticket, without job, without flat, without even back in time speaking Spanish, and making it to getting the job at Amazon. That was the one I turned off the comments because the amount of hate I got for moving to Spain, for getting job at Amazon, that is, I don't know, showing off other people that is the worst thing in the world. I was just like, I'm not dealing with that. And this is my advice to you guys. If you're afraid of posting because you're like, what if they say this? What I gave one person advice, actually, they came to me with like, Marta, how do you deal with those comments? Are you actually trying to answer? Are you trying to, play diplomatically? If you are doing PR or external affairs for your company, as I used to do in Philip Morris International, you have quite different story. If you do it for yourself, you just delete it. We don't want bad energy. Sorry, I think I mixed the post. So my question to you is, do you actively post on social media platforms? Hands up if you do. All right, we have few votes. That's already great. But most of the you were like, not convinced to raise the hand up. So this is again the thing, 3 years ago where I was where you are right now. And I know not everyone's goal is to post on social media. Not everyone's goal is to go viral. Not everyone wants to collaborate with marketing, but do things for your own career. Social media will be only bigger with time. Take advantage of it. And also leveraging social media for your career will as well have a good impact for employer branding. It will help both. It's like win-win. And in a world of AI, soft skills are more important than ever. And now you can be, Marta, what are you talking about? AI, and you speak about social media, so how is it different? The thing is, my type of posts are mostly speaking there, showing there myself, my authentic self, and just, taking this camera, going for a walk and record, and 1 million views is there. The thing is, even though it's social media, I show myself the way I wouldn't be able to show. it's like this event when we interact. But most of the days we are just in the office or home office and people don't see us, they don't see our energy. And I know we are different. Some of us want to show ourselves in social media, have this energy of like confidence, of connecting with others. Some of us might be more introvert, they don't really want to do it. But I showed you, you can even make content without your face, without speaking, as I showed you one from Spain. And it was really vulnerable. I was thinking 100 times, should I share this story? Because it might be received different ways as it actually was. So now please take out your phones. I hope you didn't take out them for all the time. And see how many social apps do you have. And just show me with your fingers. If it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can be Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. WhatsApp is actually identified as social app as well. Just let me know how many social media apps you have. 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 3. Okay. Oh, 11, 6. All right. Oh, 4, 5. Okay, we have a lot. Basically a lot. I won't say like average, but I would say probably about 5, 6. The thing is, those social media apps showing us something. We won't change world. We will change the world, but following your mission by being your true self, by discovering your true potential. But world in terms of like social media usage, technology, it will only speed up. And this is the proof how many social media apps you have. So instead of blaming circumstances and being like, everything now is social media, we're all in social media, we are just like, we have to post, we have to be influencer. We don't have to be influencer. Do whatever is in peace with you. But remember that you are the owner of your career. No one else will do it for you. If you want to build this visibility, you can't blame anyone else. And personal branding is also not only good for both sides, as I mentioned before, but as well is free employer branding. If you're hiring for your company right now, and you're thinking how to attract those top talents, right? How to leverage it. This is how, using social media, all of them. Okay, but how to start. You will find your topics after discovering your why. You need to know your mission. You might not know exactly if you want to quit your career now, you kind of like your job, but do you want to develop your career? Do you want to just share this personal branding and like those kind of cool topics that you feel, or do you really want to speak about career and your job and attracting those top talents for your companies? You really have to have the clear purpose and clear why. Confidence comes from taking actions. Confidence won't just be with you. It's not something we are born with. It's something we are learning and developing. And I was neither always confident. In many ways, I was like this, insecure person in some things and be like, as I said with social media, should I or should I not? And now when I'm like pretty confident person, people are like, yeah, Marta, for you, it's easy. You're just confident because I worked hard every single day of my life to be confident. This is why. Now, please take out of your phone again. And if we have time, we might not have time for it, but promise me to do it after. Just take out your phone, even when you're home already, and just try to record something. Just say 3 things you learned during this all day of the recruitment conference. Whatever it is, focus maybe on highlights, you met cool people, you did something great. And then I will tell you, congratulations, you just recorded your first LinkedIn or social media post. Own your success. Remember to always own your successes. Whenever you think, should I post this on LinkedIn? It's like showing off. All of those people are actually showing off. Yeah, of course they do. What should they do? Say that they are miserable? We want to bring the best visibility. It's like you're going on job interview and you have your candidates on job interview. They won't come there and be like, I'm procrastinator, I'm kind of lazy, I give up easily. No, we don't do it. We want to bring our best qualities, strengthen our strengths, other than crying about our weaknesses. And perfectionism is very often just an excuse for procrastination. Just have it in mind sometimes when you're like, yeah, I would do it, but it has to be perfect. Okay, if I wanted this to be perfect, I would never ever do any of those. And don't never let anyone else to tell you that you are doing bad or criticize you. Getting this criticism from people who never did things that you want to do and from people who are not in the place where you want to be is just irrelevant. It only shows their insecurities because you are the mirror of their insecurities. So they are terrified because if you take action, if you do it, I want to put you down because it only reminds me that I could do it too and I should, but I'm not doing that. How I started with my podcast? No equipment, no budget, nothing. I was recording it with iPhone headphones. Just continuing on topic of procrastination, being perfectionist. My podcast is doing pretty well. I have hundreds of followers and many of clients coming from my podcast to work with me because they're like, Marta, your podcast inspired me to take actions. Opportunities and solutions will come after you take the first step. You don't have to have it figured out. You don't have to know all the answers. Just be brave enough to do it. And as I told you at the beginning, you are brave already. You are this person. You just need to discover it from yourself. Why podcast? For your companies, for your career? It doesn't mean you need to launch your own. Maybe you want to invite great guests for the podcast that your company already has, even internally. Maybe you want to launch a podcast instead of newsletter being boring, having podcast. All right, internal employer branding is also extremely important if it comes to all this online presence. I'm just speeding up because I know we don't have time. Quick myths busting. First of all, employees building personal branding only to change jobs. Especially in the US, it's this trend. If they comment on LinkedIn, they're changing jobs. But it also is in Europe. Like, why would I build this? I love my job. Again, right? As we spoke before. Yes, because maybe, you never know. I would never be online facilitator for learning and development at Amazon. I would never collaborated with marketing team at Amazon, do all the coaching, got invited for interview at Bloomberg, got opportunities to deliver training for various companies worldwide if I didn't do that. And I didn't plan at all on quitting at this time my job. It's not your distraction from your work, it's the superpower for both sides. What's more, social media, it's not just for fun, especially TikTok and Instagram. It can really boost the visibility. Negative comments, just forget about them. I don't really know if we have time for questions. We have. I speed up. I did it for you guys, so please ask me questions.
Firstly, I really think it's amazing when people put themselves out there, so good job for showing us that it can be done. Question is, you said that you hacked the LinkedIn video algorithm. Are you willing to share?
Absolutely. Right, so thank you so much for the question. Very good one, good one. If it comes to LinkedIn videos, it really depends on your branding and the way how you feel comfortable with recording. It's the type of videos on LinkedIn that are going great are those that you scroll. You have on your LinkedIn app this section as like on TikTok. You can just scroll videos. You don't have any more written posts. You just have videos, right? So how algorithm catches and even your attention when you scroll it is first microseconds. It's like less than 1 second. So if you start your video recording, okay, 3 seconds, and then kind of, tired, just saying something distracted, people just won't get it. We need to take attention per seconds. When I record videos, I always cut them the way that it starts when I start speaking. And I always try to start with some hook, something very authentic, because if you will check my social media, you will see I just share tons of my own journey and stories and being vulnerable about things. So it's not just about this hook from ChatGPT, but like just hook that can keep attention for this particular topic. And don't overcomplicate it. You don't need 80 tools to like edit it. I never do it. I just add captions in CapCut and that's done. I hope it helps. Great.
you were talking about the other social media platform, right?
No, it was about LinkedIn. Yeah. It was particularly about LinkedIn. But I think with videos, it's not easy because algorithm, I just sense it catches differently in Europe comparing to videos that go viral in United States, but it's still possible if you really build it. Like you have the hook, you have the video starting immediately, you have the video on a purpose connected with your topics and with your audience. So you just follow this why and this mission, and try to add something like act like you just start talking and just putting your phone. It gives this, oh my God, she just started recording spontaneously. I have to watch it. I can scroll because she just literally started speaking when her phone wasn't like this. She was just like, you know what I mean? Like putting it down. This works. Or girls or boys, you can just use your jewelry voice. It's, those things are work, like they keep attention. It might seem like distraction or not professional video, but if you do it genuine, delicate way as well, or those little microphones, like things that get people's attention. This little microphone that you put to your phone, most of them don't really change quality, zero, as you do it without them, in a quiet space, I mean. But just they keep attention because you have something here, you're speaking to this little microphone, right? So those are some of the tricks.
We spoke a lot about content creation, but then there's also the follow-up of community engagement, right? People reacting and then you potentially also reacting. What kind of best practices have you found there for yourself on what works to generate more buzz then?
Right, perfect one. So my secret technique is 15 minutes before my post goes live on LinkedIn, which is always 2 p.m. CET. I hope you're gonna follow. 2 p.m. my posts go live. So 15 minutes before, I engage with massive list of dozens of creators from my niche, also different big creators. It's not like people say, no, only connect with little creators. If you will be loyal with those big creators, you will become like LinkedIn besties. And those big creators with 80,000 of followers, they are commenting back on my posts because they know I show up for them. So they show up for me, they see value, they see like, okay, your profile is professional, why would I comment on your? So engagement before with all the creators, but mainly from your niche. And then 45 minutes after, that's hustle, continue with doing so, but at the same time answering comments under your post. And then ideally 1 hour even the morning, maybe 1 hour afternoon, the same kind of job. So 3 hours is like gold. Well, it's not like I have 3 hours every day to do it. Probably max 2.
We do need to be next door in 4 minutes.
So I just have literally one wrap up, little, just so you really don't remember just questions, but the essence. So action before preparation, that's it. Just do it. The power of personal branding, that it can really change your career. That's something you need to remember, or at least I would love you to remember. And that perfection comes with practice, not with procrastination. Just do it. The more you craft, the better it will be, the better results. Thank you so much. Remember to follow me everywhere in Connect. Thank you.